It is Monday, November 23rd, 2020, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today on the show, we've got all the details from a busy racing weekend, including the USAC midgets in California and several super late model shows in the South. There's also a bunch of news items from the last couple of days to cover. But first, this episode is brought to you by Blud Lubricants. If you're a regular listener to the DIRTRACKR podcast, you've been hearing me talk about Blud for a few weeks now. While Blud might be a newer brand name, the guys and technology behind it certainly are not. The folks behind Blud have decades of experience making high-quality lubricants, and their technology and products have a proven track record across many industries and applications. You can take advantage of their knowledge and experience to keep your race car performing at its best with their line of high-quality synthetic racing oils. And don't just take my word for it. I'm just a guy with a podcast. The people you should listen to are guys like Corey Eliason, Danny Dietrich, Craig Kinzer. Even over the weekend, I saw a tweet from Mikey Kemper, who is Craig Kinzer's crew chief, talking about just how great the Blud line of products are. These are serious professional racers with a ton of race wins on some of the biggest stages, and they all trust Blud Lubricants in their race cars. To see the full line of Blud Lubricants and accessories, visit bludlubricants.com. That's BLUD lubricants.com. If you'd like to receive 25% off most products, use code DIRT at checkout. That's DIRT, all caps, at checkout. The USAC National Midgets finished out their 2020 season over the weekend at Merced Speedway in California for 2 nights. The event was for show points only, so we knew after the 2 nights that Chris Windom would be crowned the 2020 series champion. It wasn't a particularly strong weekend for Windom. He finished 15th and 17th the 2 nights. In his defense, though, is a very strong field with both nights seeing north of 50 cars taking part in qualifying. The opening stretch of Friday night was a fun back and forth between Tanner Carrick and Dazen Persley, with Thomas Meserol also in the mix. After about 10 laps, T-Mez had seen enough, and he grabbed the lead from the 2 Keith Kunz youngsters and drove away to the win. It was Meserol's second win of the year and first ever USAC win at Merced. Tanner Carrick, Kenner McIntosh, Carson Macedo, and Tanner Thorson rounded out the top 5. Kyle Larson finished 9th after starting 19th. On Saturday night, Larson set a new track record around Merced in a midget with a lap of 11.838 seconds. Later, for the feature, Buddy Kofoid led the field to green with Tyler Courtney to his outside. For all 30 laps, the race was an absolute dogfight out front between Kofoid, Thorson, and Tyler Courtney. All 3 drivers led laps, with Thorson locked on the bottom and Kofoid and Courtney riding the cushion. A move through the middle with 3 laps to go got Thorson to the point, and he held on over the final laps to win the finale. It was his 7th USAC midget win of the year. Kofoid, Courtney, Larson, and Spencer Baston rounded out the top 5. It was a really fun weekend of racing. Basically, just a fantastic weekend of racing to close out the year. Really great racetrack. Doug Lockwood and the guys at Merced have done a really fantastic job there. So really nice way to close out the year. Following Saturday night's racing, Chris Windom was officially crowned the 2020 series champion, with him taking the title by 1 point over Tyler Courtney. This was Windom's first midget championship, and the title puts him into some elite company as just the 7th driver to enter the Triple Crown Club. He joins Pancho Carter, Tony Stewart, Dave Darrell, and JJ Yaley, Jerry Kunz Jr., and Tracy Hines as the only driver to win a National Midget, National Sprint Car, and Silver Crown Championship in their careers. After the celebration, Windom posted a several-paragraph message on his Twitter account thanking his team and sponsors and explaining his move and motivation last Tuesday night at Bakersfield, where his late race contact with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. solidified the championship. Regardless of your feelings, it was a strong season for Windom. Congrats to him and his Tucker Boat Motorsports team on the championship. In other racing this weekend, Chris Madden took down the $10,000 prize at the Billy Clanton Classic on Saturday at Sonoya Raceway in Georgia. Madden passed Shane Clanton on lap 14 and never looked back. Mike Marlar, Billy Moyer Jr., Ashton Winger, and Michael Page rounded out the top 5. 9th finishing Donald McIntosh sealed up the Fall Nationals Championship and brought home an additional $5,053 for the title. Also on Saturday, Zach Mitchell won a $10,000 to win show for the Carolina Clash late models at Lancaster Speedway over Brett Ham, Ross Bales, Brandon Overton, and Ben Watkins. On Sunday, the Extreme Dirt Car season opened at Cherokee Speedway for the Blue Gray 100. Chris Madden, who was the defending winner, led much of the race, but a flat tire with 7 laps left forced him to the infield, and Brandon Overton took over the lead. Big Sexy led the rest of the way to win over Benji Hicks, Kyle Strickler, Tyler Carpenter, and Brett Ham. Madden ended up 12th. Extreme Dirt Car Series is back in action on December 5th for the Grinch 40 at Volunteer Speedway in Tennessee. In modified action, Tyler Nicely won the Rudiman Memorial at Volusia Speedway Park on Saturday night, beating Justin Allgaier, Nick Hoffman, Justin Haley, and Austin Holcomb for the $5,000 score. It was Nicely's first career win at the event. David Stremme finished 6th, Kenny Wallace was 10th, Buzzy Rudiman was 21st, and David Rudiman was 23rd. Over to some news items. On Friday, the All-Star Circuit of Champions released their full 2021 series schedule. Racing kicks off January 29th at Screven Motor Speedway in Georgia and closes out October 9th at Fremont Speedway in Ohio. All in, there are 59 dates across 13 states on the schedule for next year. The series has bumped purses, with 52 of 59 races paying at least $6,000 to win next year, and 20 will pay at least $7,000 to win. The first points-paying races of 2021 will take place at Attica Raceway Park on April 9th and 10th. Don't forget that early part of the season, we're going to go to Georgia and Florida. Those are for not for points, just for money, trophies and bragging rights and things like that. So the schedule includes a lot of traditional dates and racetracks, with the series also headed to some new venues like the new Circle City Speedway in Indianapolis. If you'd like to see the full schedule, head over to allstarsprint.com. In other sprint car news, Pennsylvania sprint car driver Lucas Wolfe is departing the Mike Barshinger-owned car after 4 years together, and will work towards building his own team for 2021 with the help of the Alabox, who he's worked with for many years. Wolfe, who has been a regular winner in Central Pennsylvania in his career, had a tough season in 2020, going winless in over 70 410 starts. And a new team will be joining the All-Stars full-time in 2021 to go with that schedule I just announced. Vermeer Motorsports announced they will chase the championship with driver Hunter Schuerenberg at the wheel. Schuerenberg made 17 All-Star starts in 2020 with a best finish of 3rd, which he did twice at Wilmot and Plymouth. He also made 27 Outlaw starts this year with a best finish of 7th at Hopstad in June. With 3-time champion Aaron Reitzel departing the All-Stars for full-time Outlaw competition next year, that championship chase will be wide open. I'm sure this isn't the last driver announcement we will see from the All-Stars. Over to a little bit of site news. I've been talking about the Chili Bowl results here a lot in the last week or so, and over the weekend I worked on that section a little bit more. So now live on the site are race results from 2020 and 2019, along with all of the driver pages, and I added the stat breakdown page. That stat breakdown page right now currently shows feature wins, top 5s, top 10s, average finish, laps led, feature plus minus, heat plus minus, win count per start position, and heat win count per start position. In the coming days, I'm going to continue adding more results, and I've got some ideas for some more stats to add to that breakdown page, so stay tuned. Hopefully that'll be a nice little tool as everybody gets ready to do their Chili Bowl pool picks here in the coming weeks. Today on the streaming schedule, Flow Racing has USAC 24/7, and Dirt Vision has round 3 of the iRacing World of Outlaws Sprint Car World Championship. The iRacing event you can watch for free on Dirt Vision. To see the full daily schedule, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Monday. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. Please subscribe and leave a review. You can also watch the show every day on YouTube and Facebook. You can email the show at info@dirttracker.com, and you can follow along at facebook.com/dirttracker, twitter.com/dirttracker, and the website itself, dirttracker.com. You can follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more DIRTRACKR Daily.